Hello, my name is Muhammad Alam and I am a senior lawyer and founder of Alam Law. As many of you know, Alam Law practice personal injury and insurance litigation. Personal injury again related to car accident, slip and fall. Insurance litigation essentially means that insurance company is denying you claim or denying you coverage. Today we are going to talk about what are your responsibility as a property owner. So let's take an example. Either you are an owner of a residential property or a commercial property. You owe duty of care to the people who visited your home or your commercial space. And as a result of your duty of care, which essentially means that people are safe at your place. And if they are not safe, something happened, you did not take care of your property, and as a result of that negligence, somebody suffered injuries, you will be liable, and the injured person has a right to sue for their injuries and their losses. So let's take an example. Somebody is visiting your place as a visitor, and the entrance area where the guest will come was slippery, or let's say there was a mat and the mat was not even, and it was from one side it was folded upward, and that could be a tripping hazard, and that person can fall as a result of this tripping hazard. Maybe somebody you invited somebody at your home and the entrance is dark and they could not see and they can trip over something. You will still be negligent because you as a property owner again owe a duty of care to everybody who come to your property. And this duty of care is not only for the people who you invited. This duty of care is also extend to people who you have not even invited. Take an example, a person who is dropping a flyer to your property, and they use your driveway and they reach to your patio steps, and he or she somehow fell on uneven step, or there's a problem with the height of their step. Either it's more than the height of the step is more than what is prescribed in law, or there is some defect on the step. So let's say if it's concrete step, this concrete has a space, somebody's foot can get stuck into that concrete gap. You have a patio stone on your driveway, and patio stone is in a state of disrepair, which means like one patio stone is coming out and you did not pay attention and you did not properly repair that area, and somebody even at dark, even though that you have not invited that person, and if he fell at your property, you will still be held liable and responsible for that person's injury. So imagine, sometime, when guests are coming, you can obviously inspect your property that everything is safe. So you have to keep your property all the time safe, because you do not know when somebody can come to your door to drop flyer, drop food, coming to your property to speak to you as a property owner. And if they suffer injuries, you will be liable. You will also be liable if you have a swimming pool at your home, and you invited few guests at your property, and if as a result of some defect in pool, as a result of some defect in something in, for example, chemical, and person suffered some injuries, you will be liable for the injuries. So again, it's either commercial or residential, it does not matter. The standard of care is a reasonable. So what is a reasonable standard for a person to maintain their property? That standard is there, and within that standard you will be judged by court or by a jury whether or not you have discharged your obligation as a property owner. And if you have not, I have given you example. Let's say if you have commercial property and you have a mat at your door and or your hallway, and the carpet was ripped and that caused somebody to trip, you are negligent. If your hallway does not have proper lighting, if your entrance does not have proper lighting and somebody fell, we're not even talking about slip and fall. We all know slip and fall, it's a potential for anybody who slip and fell at your property and they can sue you for your negligence and for their losses. But these are the things. For example, if the height of your door is less than which is prescribed and there's no sign at the door. In addition, let's say if you have a dog at your home or at a commercial property, and a visitor comes and your dog attack the visitor, or even uninvited guest, you will still be responsible for that person. So what we have to learn as a property owner, that we have to ensure that our properties are safe. Your pathway to the entrance is always safe. If you're inviting guests, you make sure that your property does not have any hazard that can cause somebody's trip and slip and fall. Majority of the time I've seen some of those older houses where your step to the entrance is not straight. They are tilted because somebody can lose balance if your step is not straight. The height of this step should not be more than a prescribed height. And again, interlocking. Interlocking is bricks interlocking at your driveway or at your porch step is very, very important to ensure that they are properly maintained. And over the year of use, some of these bricks can be uneven, and that is again a tripping hazard. So make sure that your property is safe for everybody. If you see any hazard, get it repaired as soon as possible. If you have any question related to a similar case that is brought against you, we'll be happy to guide you. If you are a victim, you can always contact our office and consult about your rights. Or if you have any other legal question that you would like to discuss, take an opportunity, call Alam Law and speak to one of our lawyers. We'll be happy to provide you legal advice in your matter. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.